Joey Logano coming up on his 600th start. Probably getting ready to fly out to the ESPYs tomorrow night in Los Angeles. Just another average week for Joey Logano, huh?
I've never been to the ESPY, so probably a little different than average, but looking forward to it for sure. Iconic weekend, as you said. Being able to hit that 600 start, that's a pretty special one as well. So busy week for sure. A short one because we'll be traveling a lot, but it's been good.
Joey, congratulations on your milestone. As you prepare for your 600 NASCAR Cup Series start at Dover, when you reflect on this journey from winning the Daytona 500 in 2015 to earning the three titles in the Cup Series, how do you process the emotional weight of reaching this milestone while you continue to be this perennial contender for victories in the title?
Yeah, I guess in two different ways. At first glance, I say, well, they're just starts. But then when you think about it, to be able to be around in a sport as an athlete, competing at a top level for 16 plus years, and hitting 600 starts, that's pretty incredible, right? To have a career that long. So it's something that I take some pride in. I'm proud of that to be able to hit this marker. It's a lot of starts. I remember my 300 start, and there was, I think it was Kenseth at the time. Maybe it was Truex as well that weren't too far from 600. And I thought, geez, that's double the amount of races as me. That is crazy. Here I am. So it went by pretty quick, I guess. But yeah, it's been a heck of a ride. The sport's been awesome to me and my family, and proud to be a part of it.
Hey, Joey. Hey, good luck on the ESPYs this weekend, man. 600 starts, man. That boggles my mind because I can remember back in 2019, your first full cup season, you were a teenager, man. The second Dover race, you went airborne, and let's be honest, none of us forgets that flip. 16 years
Oh,
later,
man.
16 years later, man, 600 starts, you come back to Dover, not just as a three-time champion, but as a father, a husband with fabulous hair, thanks to Hair Club. What's changed most about how you see yourself, not just as a driver, but as a brand?
Yeah, well, I mean, I grew up in front of everybody, right? I mean, all of us, change over the years as you grow up, right? Life comes at you, you evolve and you keep going with it. And everybody, when you were 18 years old to 35 years old, some of the biggest changes in your life happen in that period of time. Right? And to your point, getting married, having kids, that's the biggest change you can ever have in your life, I think. But that is, I did all this in front of everybody. Everyone went for the ride with me in ways, right? And not to mention the lessons learned on the racetrack and how I've changed as a race car driver too. Over that period of time where, I was a young, cocky kid coming in to, getting my humble pie and learning how to become a champion and learning a lot of lessons in front of everybody. And so it's kind of neat that race fans have been around that long and they see the evolution, if you will, of myself. And it's like I said, it's kind of interesting to publicly grow up in front of people, right? But it's part of what sports are and being in the limelight. But it's been a heck of a ride for sure.
Hey, Joey, thanks for your time today. So, a couple weeks ago, you had the run-in with Ross, and over 600 starts, you're going to have run-ins with different drivers. And rivalries are obviously a big part of the sport. So I'm just curious from your perspective, looking at other guys have rivalries, how do you view that? Do you view it as exciting? And when you look back on your career, other people will define what are the biggest rivalries for you, Kenseth, Kyle Busch. What do you view as the biggest rivalry in these 600 career starts?
I don't know. I guess I don't put that much thought into it, to be honest with you. Um, your rivalries are great for sports. There's no doubt about that. People love them. It draws a lot of attention. It's not a bad thing. There's two different kinds of rivalries, right? There's a rivalry where everyone's wrecking each other, right? Is that kind, which aren't the healthy kind. And then there's the rivalries that are just, win for win, kind of going back and forth, where, you get two of the best going back and forth on just wins. I think those are the best kind of rivalries, right? Those are the more fun ones to be a part of, right? When you get two just dogs going back and forth at each other, that's, trading wins. Those are the best kind. Trading punches, yeah, like those ones, are fun for a moment. But I don't think that's really the best thing about our sport in general. Or just any sport. Like I don't care about seeing that too much. It's just drama right at that point. But I like seeing the competition rivalries the most. And who those are with, man, I mean, I feel like it's flowed and changed over the years so much on who that is. And every year it seems like it could be someone different, right? That's maybe that top shot, hot shot guy.